TLSOA, Transformative Lesson Study Incorporated Open Approach. Our discussant, Associate Professor Dr. Maitri Indrasit, Assistant Professor Dr. Narumon Chansi, Dr. Nisakon Punsena, Dr. Patinya Prabhuchov, and Mrs. Farida Prabhuchov, the school principal and school teacher from Santitham School, Udon Thani Province in Thailand. Next, I would like to invite Dr. Patinya Prabhuchov and Mrs. Farida Prabhuchov from Santitham School, which is a private school from Udon Thani Province in Thailand.
Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for joining us today. My name is Patinya Prabhuchov. I'm principal of Santitham School. We are as practitioners and I'm excited to share our journey in utilizing open class as a tool for professional learning community in the peaceful field that is integrated subject of Santitham School. Many of here may have heard of Thailand before. Indeed, we have traveled over 4,500 kilometers to come together and learn from one another. Our team hails from the largest region of Thailand, also known as Isan. We represent a small school located in Udon Thani Province. Although the Northeast is the largest region in Thailand and over 60% of its population engaged in agriculture, many still face significant challenge. These include issue of drought, poor soil fertility, and a lack of skill necessary to enhance agricultural productivity for sustainable income. Shifting our focus from the production sector to education, Thailand is making strides to reform its curriculum from traditional model to a competency-based framework. This change aims to align with the demand of 21st century. 6 competencies we do need for competency-based learning: self-management competency, higher order thinking competency, communication competency, teamwork and cooperation competency, strong citizenship competency, and sustainable coexistence with nature and technology, along with King Lama IX sufficient economy philosophy. So the question is, how can we implement the competency-based with sufficiency economy into our school curriculum? We transform the vacant land behind the school into a productive agriculture space, Tung Santi, our land lab. We have spent several years exploring this matter to find answers. And we have discovered that successful implementing a curriculum for students requires more than just a vision. It also necessitates practical tools that enable effective execution. Here is our first start in TLSOA 2020. Through our cooperation with Khon University by Professor Dr. Maitri Indrasit, we successfully implemented the Thailand Lesson Study Integrated with Open Approach TLSOA, Innovation in Practice. Thank you all for your attention. I hope you found this overview insightful and inspiring. Now I'm excited to introduce our next presenter, Ms. Farida Prabhuchov, who will dig deeper into utilizing open class as a tool for PLC. Please join me in welcome Ms. Farida Prabhuchov to the stage.
So thank you for the warm introduction. I'm honored to be here and grateful for the opportunity to share our work with you all. First of all, I will show you how lesson study by Professor Dr. Maitri Indrasit is our key of success. So, how exactly is lesson study linked to open class? In the first cycle, we begin with weekly cycle of the lesson study team, which we call PLC level 1. We start from teachers with the same subject first, co-plan, co-do, and co-see together. Next, we collaborate with other lesson study teams within our school, which is PLC level 2. Professional learning communities are essential to our approach. These provide a structured environment where educators can share insights, reflect on practices, and engage in continuous professional development. We as teachers learning together cross subjects. Also, we make it weekly cycle as the first cycle. Now, let's have a look at how this ties into our Peaceful Field Land Lab project. By integrating various subjects like science, mathematics, English, Thai, art, and social studies. At Santitham Wittaya School, we believe in fostering a collaborative environment for both our students and educators. The Peaceful Field Land Lab initiative embodies our commitment into integration across subjects, creating a rich learning experience. Our goal is to create a vibrant community of learners, both teachers and students, also parents. We thrive in a collaborative environment. Teachers open our classroom to one another. It's a dynamic platform that encourages open dialogue, peer observation, and collaborative learning among teachers. We encourage students to explore real-world application for their learning. This hands-on approach makes education more meaningful and impactful. By utilizing this tool, we aim to enhance our teaching practices and ultimately improve students' outcomes. After that, we engage in semester-long cycle with other schools, known as PLC Level 3. Open Class supports our PLC by allowing educators to share best practices and receive feedback. We can observe each other's teaching styles, experiment with new strategies, and celebrate our success together. So grateful that we have reflection from the experts, such as Japanese professors and Konkan University professors. Then, we participate in the National Open Class, which is PLC Level 4. The benefits are clear. For educators, we see enhanced collaboration, increased confidence, and professional growth. For students, the result is more engaging and holistic learning experience. They foster critical thinking and creativity. They learn to think by and for themselves. We also had a showcase of our land lab as a demonstration field for distinguished guests, Sheikhul Islam of Thailand, Udon Thani government, and many heads of government officers. Finally, we culminate our effort by taking part in international open class events each year, represented by PLC Level 5. Back in 2022, we were also in Wals in Malaysia. And this one last year, 2023, we have been in Japan to see Japanese classroom. And here we come this year, 2024, in Kazakhstan. We have been trying our best to ensure the lesson study, sustainability, and development in our school. This is how we sustain. First, increase the number of teachers implementing lesson study. Also, develop teachers' professional skills in understanding and practicing lesson study. Last but not least, we collaborate with high-quality teacher training institutions such as Konkan University. So, thank you very much for your attention. We are looking forward to your questions and discussing how we can all grow as educators. Thank you.
Very much, Dr. Pratinya and Pranita for very practical practice from private school.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for your questions. Feel free to ask questions if you have representatives of university or schools. Take a chance.
Огромное спасибо за такое интересное выступление. И все-таки скажите, пожалуйста, с какими самыми большими трудностями вам приходится сталкиваться?
So the question is, what are the biggest challenges that you face when you do lesson study?
The biggest challenges is how to sustain the lesson study in our country. Teacher education is still can work closely in long term with the school.
Thank you, Professor. But I think that the question was from the teacher. Can we listen to the teacher's perspective? So what are the challenges that you face when you do lesson study? Professor is responsible for the national project. How about you as a school teacher? So what are the challenges that you face?
As we are from the small private school, I think for all private schools in Thailand, we face the same problems, which is like teacher comes and go. They're not with us for a long term. So what we have to do is like that was the problem, that we might not be able to sustain our lesson study. But that's what not exactly problem, because we as the main, like principal or academic head, we have to sustain by ourselves. So we think that lesson study is the main key success of the school. So we have to maintain and sustain. This is like, it's just like the assurance for our school. We do the lesson study to ensure that we can give the students quality education, and we can develop the education quality by using lesson study. Teacher plan together, we do sit inside to observe the class together, and then we reflect, we see the reflection together. That's what happened. It's like in weekly cycle, so which is good. When one teacher come and then go, it's okay. So we still have to work maybe harder, but if we see that, from my perspective, I think that we are not superhero, but we can change the world to be better from our classroom because we are teachers. All right, thank you.
Thank you for sharing this. So sustainability is still the main challenge. And when you say we are a small school, how many teachers are there? Because you know, it's like the word small is different in different contexts. So how many teachers do you have in one school?
Actually, we have around 20 teachers, and for students, we have less than 200 students.
Okay, thank you for this clarification. That's important. One more question, yes.
Good afternoon, colleagues. And you have said about competency-based learning, and I want to know how is it implemented in your curriculum, and how do you assess your students' competencies? Thank you.
Yes, for the to implement competency-based into our curriculum, as we are now working on that, we can see that open approach is the real main key success for competency-based. We can have, yes, they have a higher order thinking, of course, from this open approach, which is Dr. Maitri Inprasit already mentioned about. It is the key factor of success, I think, for the open approach. Students, they think by themselves and for themselves. Not only the thinking skills, they also have the communication skills. They have working skills in the class. For our school, we do this every day using in mathematics class, and also we try to expand to other subjects. Yes, so for me, I think open approach is the main approach to do the competency based.
Thank you.
Add up this point because our team also be a part of the ad hoc committee for pushing the idea of competency-based curriculum at the national standard. And Dr. Naramon and I and some from others university design the how to say for assessment, because this year they implement the competency-based curriculum in some 200 private school, and we decide to have like exemplar. The school teachers will use those exemplar, and then we have like the examiners to observe the classroom.
Thank you very much. Thank you, the audience, for your questions. So I would like to thank our wonderful team from Thailand. Thank you so much for bringing such a diverse group. So we have got professors and teachers and principals. So that was very important for us to see your project from the different points of view. So thank you so much for coming to Kazakhstan and sharing this idea. So the audience, could you please give a round of applause? And thank you so much. So we are breaking for 20 minutes, I suppose, and then we're back. Thank you.